We're going to make another video about the shot of the mug because I have seen many mainstream media outlets freaking out over this. They're like, but no, this was supposed to be a humiliating moment. He wasn't supposed to use it for his campaign purposes. Also, if you really want to upset progressives online, and I really mean like upset them, within the terms of service, of course, point out that Martin Luther King also had the mugshot. They go so upset. Like, my God, I can see them through the computer screen, how they turn red, and they have like a vein pumping right here when you put that down. So let's listen to what CNN has to say.
Ambassador, thank you for being here tonight. I mean, I just wonder, as someone who worked inside the West Wing when Donald Trump was president, what is it like for you to see his mugshot tonight?
Well, I thought it was, as with most things Trump does, carefully staged. They must have thought about what look they wanted.
How can you stage for the prosecutor to prosecute you, for you to be summoned, and for them to take a mugshot of you? How can you stage that? I mean, obviously, when the mugshot is being taken, like, you are going to use it to your advantage, because it's so obvious that this is going to be viewed as political persecution. Like, he is the former president of the United States, and for the first time in history, you decide to indict a president, and then you're going to take a mugshot of him? Like, yeah, there is no way that this is not viewed as being political. And the fact that the trial is set to happen one day before the primaries, I mean, it's very difficult to spin it any other way. Let's assume that all of this is a coincidence. If I hire you to be the PR guy of explaining that this is just the way things are supposed to happen, good luck with that. I don't think any human being can. So to say that it is staged, I mean, yeah, sure, when the camera is in front of him, he's going to take a face which he thinks is going to resonate with the people. But everything else is not staged. Everything else is just the Democrats rolling a 1 on everything they have done up until now, and Trump just keep rolling natural 20s.
He could have smiled. He could have looked benign. Instead,
I love it. I love how seething they are. Like, they're coping against it. Like, he could have smiled. Who smiles on a mugshot, though? Like, unironically, this looks like a mugshot. Like, if you don't believe me, go on the internet and look for mugshots. And this is exactly how people look when they are being mugshotted. Who smiles during a mugshot, though?
he looks like a thug. And I think it's intended to be a sign of intimidation against the prosecutors and judges.
I love it. It's a sign of intimidation against the prosecutors and judges, so that you believe that the man of the age of Donald Trump, like, how old is he? Normally people retire at his age, right? He is going to intimidate the prosecutors and judges with this look. Like, they are going to want to give a fair and harsh trial, but when they see the mugshot, they're like, oh, let's be careful.
That's what they picked, and we'll see that picture everywhere.
This is the dumbest analysis that I have ever seen. Like, Vosh could make a better analysis. Hassan Piker from Twitch could make a better analysis than whomever this guy is.
So you think they actually spent time deciding, should he smile in this? Should he have this scowl?
Oh my God, yes, politicians actually do care about their public image. CNN just found out. Like, do you think they spent time? I want to point out that when you're a politician, even the hand gestures that you make are being discussed beforehand. Like, there is an actual art which studies the hand jutsu in order to make maximum impact to the speaker. And Obama was really good at this. Like, if you look at any of his speeches, just follow his hands and notice how when he talks, the way he moves his hands and does the jutsu is to empower everything that he says. So yeah, like, politicians do have a team of specialists that teach them exactly how to look, how to behave. very little is original. Like, almost everything is fake when it comes to public appearance. But I guess, like, you're going to single out Donald Trump. You know, this is what the left does. Like, all human beings behave in a way, and then the left picks up a person or a group, and they claim that them behaving like humans is unacceptable.
That he appears to have gone with?
Almost as much time as they spent combing his hair.
I love the fact that, like, when you make a presumption about something without evidence, the left will say you're into conspiracy theory. To conspiracy. When they do it, it's fine. Like, I could just say, no, this guy is a crackpot conspiracy theorist. Like, what do you mean? The guy was taken to the police station. He was mugshot. This is how he looks. Like, you think like there's an entire team behind him, which set him up to look in a specific way, and he premeditated this. Honestly, though, like, this is exactly how they're trying to sell it, that he premeditated this. Like, he actually talked with the prosecutors and the people indicting him and with the jurors, and, you know, he wanted to have his mugshot taken. And ironically, he did, but I don't think, like, he premeditated it.
What do you...
Look how they're staring at it. Like, this is not even newsworthy, to be honest. I mean, it is newsworthy, the fact that the mugshot exists, but, like, to actually start discussing it, it's like, did he want to do it? Did he do it properly? Why wasn't he smiling? Why was...
He posted the mugshot, you know, shortly after on...
Yeah, I would as well. I think any sensible person would post the mugshot. Sure. Do you remember when, by the way, do you remember when AOC was arrested by the cops? And she was walking with her hands behind her back? Do you guys remember that? The media loved it, didn't they? Oh my god, that was so progressive. That was empowering. Oh, she was fighting against the unjust system. When Greta Thunberg was lifted by the cops, oh, so empowering. I was feeling the power leaving my body and going into the picture. Oh, it was very empowering, yes. When the left does it, oh, strong man fights against the system. You see a Republican do it, he should have been humbled. He should have known that. He planned for this. I remember, like, the left trying to argue that AOC walking with her hands behind her back, acting like she is cuffed. That was, you know, like, the people that were claiming she was in handcuffs, those were the conspiracy theorists. But when Donald Trump is being mugshotted, if you don't believe that he actually prepared for this, then you're just not a smart person.
His own social media account, along with the phrase "never surrender." I mean, a bit ironic given he had actually just surrendered at the Fulton County Jail.
Do these people understand metaphors? Do the English language resonate the same way to them like to me? Because I am a Romanian, you know, so maybe English is not my strong suit, but I do believe, like, there are multiple ways you can surrender. Like, there is a spiritual way, like, you can keep fighting within the confines of the law. Then there is civil disobedience. I don't know if, like, it's being ironic to say that, yeah, like, I want to clear my name, so I'm going to go through the legal process in order for people to notice that I'm not guilty. I mean, and even when you say, like, he surrendered, again, it's a metaphor. He didn't surrender. He was summoned. He went there. Right? Like, the way we say it in the metaphorical sense is, like, he surrendered to the cops. Yeah, but, like, it's not really what happened. Like, legally speaking, he was summoned to be there, and he followed the summons.
Behind me, but how do you expect him to try to use this to his political advantage as he's running for president?
I love the fact that the opposition isn't trying to use this for political advantage, basically by insinuating the other guy is a criminal, so don't vote for him. I mean, this is literally how Americans campaign nowadays. This is what they do. Like, you don't talk about ideas, you don't talk about anything else. It's literally, yeah, our ideas are shit, but, like, look, this guy has a mugshot. That's American politics for you.
Well, I think in the same way he's used the other three indictments, and I think the evidence is that the indictments have proven the law of diminishing marginal utility. If anything, they're not undercutting his support; they're building it up.
Yeah, I mean, look, if you're going to swing, you better hit. I mean, if you tell me that there's this guy and he's been convicted of something, right? Like, your first reaction is like, well, I mean, maybe he did it. I mean, the system wouldn't convict an innocent person if they don't have anything, right? Like, where there's smoke, there's fire. Like, but you see that the person is found innocent, and you're like, okay, well, I guess the system was wrong. And then he gets convicted again.